Can you guys hear me okay? It's not over, my music isn't overpowering or anything, right?
No, you're good.
So today was a bit much for me. Like, again, I wanted to cancel. I didn't feel good. I do feel like my headspace went really dark. Like, whatever today is, I do feel like it was trying to be prevented. I'll say that straight up. It's not. We're not going to allow that, right? We are here. We have worked this hard. There's no way we're not going to just finish these little bits up. Like, how silly. But it took a little bit to be here. Okay, so I'm acknowledging that. I'm bringing that forth. They do want me to throw in some flowers, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to start setting the tone with my chakra bowls while I open up the energy a little bit, okay? And pull the cards. And then, like I said, I don't fully know what's coming. I don't fully know what we're going to do. I do see the center of the earth, the Merkaba. It's beautiful. You guys, it's like beautiful, okay? It is these two massively gold, they're like gold triangles, the Merkaba, and they're being activated within the core of the earth. And as I'm seeing that happen, I can feel her tremble. So this explains why I went to Mount Vesuvius. I do believe I healed it. That way, because all this work we're doing, I also went to another one a while back and healed that one. And so it makes sense to me now. We don't want volcanoes accidentally being erupted by doing this work, right? And so let's just hold space for that is what happened. And we are in essence protecting everybody by doing this work. And
Bria, I wanted to tell you we're really honored working with you. I mean, it's kind of an honor to work with you and everything. So thank you for including us.
You know, and like, you know, I wish I could take credit for that. I really do wish I could. You know,
but you're amazing. You're so amazing.
But I feel like God knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? And I feel like, and I just got chills as I said that. So as much as I want to take credit for building my army, and yes. I feel like I didn't do it. I am blessed that we found each other, that we were able to do what we needed to do, that we were able to pull deep within our soul and heal the darkness, because this whole year has been hard on all of us. And so I just want to commemorate all of us for that. Period. Right? Period. I feel like we've all been battling our own little war coming through this last year. And the fact that we came together and we stayed strong through it all, and I'm getting a lot of chills, right? And so it's extremely being validated. And I feel like we did what most couldn't have done. I really do. And so let's just hold strong for that. And whatever is coming, we've got each other. Okay?
Yep.
We are here for each other. We are in this together. We are not alone. And it's like, you know, Pamela did ask me a little bit earlier about what the destruction is, why I might be so afraid of this. And I do feel like, you know, the water will take over a little bit. I don't think we can help that. It still remains to be seen. This is work that we've never done, right? And so I'm just holding space. So whatever does happen, we didn't cause it. It is nothing negative. It is all of the higher light, and it is all purposeful. And everybody chose their own path. Everybody chose their own way out. Right? And so I just want us to all hold space for that as well. With that being said, I'm going to start calling on some flowers. That Ashtar is the one who's been poking me. Like, this is his thing today. Okay. So I'm just going to let that be known. He is part of the Galactic Council. I do believe I am as well, whatever that means. And so I'm putting it together now that I think some of my beginning stuff came through from him as well. They just didn't acknowledge that at the time. Because as I was channeling this, I'm like, this is very familiar to my very first one. Yeah, and they were saying, you know, yeah, and yeah, so I was like, really, like a little bit like perturbed, but they know what they're doing, right? If they told me too much, we may have stopped it or whatever. So with that being said, here's some beautiful peony, okay? A nice, beautiful peony flower petal, and I'm putting it right in the middle of the energy here. Peony is very healing. And I would love to think these are personal for us, but I don't think so. I think he's calling on these for the earth. We are opening up the earth in such a way she's never been fondled, I guess you could say before. Like, she hasn't. This is brand new for her, as well as for us and the people of the world. And so if you guys can hear my neighbor's music, let me know. I have been battling him and I finally gave up, and I'll put my headphones on if it's distracting.
I'm drawn to the fairy behind you though.
You like my fairy behind me? You know, it's funny, my kids got me that fairy. So I will call on her energy as well. Yeah, I've always had her there, but you guys don't always get to see her. So I will call on her today. Here's some rose petals as well. Okay. That was the first thing I heard was rose. And so for whatever it is, roses are very particular to the earth. She does have a deep connection with them. That's the first time I've really felt into that, but it is what is being presented. Rose represents a lot of the heart and soul of Mother Earth. The tenderness and yet how strong and succulent they can be, and still very protective, right? If you rub them wrong, they're going to poke you, right? And so the earth is basically housed that way. And so that's what she's bringing forth. And then I have Don't Forget Me or Forget Me Nots. Okay, that was also being called forth. Now these are dried flowers, but they are the real ones. Okay, they're beautiful and they smell just magnificent, and the energy is very potent. Okay, and so these are being brought in as well. My neighbor now again. My neighbor's on one. He's been battling me energetically. He's of a very low vibration, and when they first came in, I'll tell you, like, he was constantly abusing his kids. And I have since then kind of put the kibosh on that. Now you'll hear them whispering and be like, "You're gonna go to jail." And it's like, whatever. And so I have been working with that energy as well. Like, I know I'm here for a reason. I'll tell you that. But right now he's like battling me with his music, so I do apologize. All right, and then we have some beautiful lavender. Real lavender seeds, petals, flower pieces going in. Very beautiful color. The camera never does justice on the colors, so I do apologize, but they are very vibrant and very powerful and potent smell. It's beautiful. Lavender is our favorite, right? I feel like spiritual people always connect with lavender on some form level, maybe not their number one, but they do connect in some way. It is a very spiritually attuned flower. And then we have Calendula officinalis. Okay. Calendula, for whatever reason, as I brought it forth, I see a river. I see a raging river. I feel like Calendula has a lot of memory, like the water. That's kind of what they're telling me. Like, she houses energy. She houses memories of the earth. Like, she can communicate with the earth in that way. It's kind of how they're showing me. I've never seen it like that, but it's really beautiful. And I like it. It makes sense to me. I wish I could do it justice, what I'm seeing. But here's some beautiful calendula. It's very, very orange and vibrant and beautiful.
You're talking my language.
Yeah. Right? Man, it's there. So those are brought in. Right before we got on, I was opening up the heart space. So just so you guys know, I've had to kind of force mine open today. Something was trying to keep it closed. So right before I do that, I will play that, okay, as I draw on our energy. I will focus more on the heart space, Ashtar is telling me. But I'll do a little bit third eye count as well. All right, let's see what goddess card is coming forth for this workshop. Forgive me, you guys, my energy is really weird. Like, I can't explain to you what I'm feeling. It's almost like I'm outside of myself. So that's that.
Yeah, I could feel your energy.
I'll do it right now that I'm outside of myself. Otherwise, I don't think I'd be able to physically handle this very well.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I feel. I literally feel like part of me is dying. And it's probably because of the work that we've done, right? I feel like half of the collective, unfortunately, the energy, right? The old energy of the collective, let's put it that way, is dying. It is, and I can feel it in my core. And after today, there will be nothing left to grab onto, if that makes sense. I've never seen Ashtar do this, but as I close my eyes, he is sprinkling all of us with some kind of flowers, like a concoction. And so he's telling me it's like a protection. So he's just sprinkling us with beautiful earth energy, things that the earth houses that are high in protection is what he is saying. And so I'm just bringing that forth and letting that be. You are going to be in a weird bubble for the next few days, he said. So if you feel blocked, you are, okay? You are in a weird bubble. Like no joke, like people might not be able to get through to you. Does that make sense? Like you may notice missed phone calls, and I'm getting chills. You may notice, oh, like I try to contact you and just let it go. Like don't let it bother you. There's just a reason for it, and it will only last a little while, and then it will fall away. Okay. All right. Does that make sense? Or do you want more info on that? Are you guys okay with that? Oh. All right. I've got somebody coming in. All right. So I pulled 3 of those, and I'm getting a lot of ringing in my ear. So just bear with me. I'm like got a lot going on. Okay. This one's different. I used to be so detached, not knowing what's going on. And on this one, I feel like I'm literally killing half of myself as I'm doing it. Like, no joke. It's weird. So that's what's going on. All right. So here is the Lumeria. They want 2 of those. I haven't looked at them yet. You guys are with me. I haven't done that yet either. So don't worry. Goddess ones first. Okay, and so didn't I just tell you, just since, oh, I don't know what happened. We got Andrea coming in again. All right, so before I show the cards, I had just mentioned that for the next few days, Ashtar was putting something around us, and we are going to be blocked for about 3 days. Okay, this isn't a bad thing. This doesn't mean blocked from yourself. This means blocked from anybody of any energy who can penetrate that should not be, period. Doesn't mean they're bad people. It just means that if they get in, they could muck you up unintentionally. Okay. And so he is showing me that for about 3 days, we are all here now, that is here now and going to be here in the future, are going to be in a bubble. So if missed phone calls, if people trying to, like, I've been trying to communicate with you, like, don't take it personal. It's on purpose. And then the first card that I pulled up is the in between. Okay. Because with what we're doing today, we are activating parts of the earth that have never been activated before, ever. Not only are we doing that, we are completely detaching whatever is left in the other world. Do you understand? And so literally we are going deep, deep, deep into an in-between. This is to where we aren't fully attached to the new world, and we cannot attach to anything that once was. So your instructions from Ashtar, because nobody else is going to understand you. Do you understand? For the next 3 days, you could try to explain it. They're not going to get it until we shift. So your instructions are to stay in a bubble, energetically speaking. Don't try new things. Don't venture too far. Just sit in a place of comfort. Whatever feels good for you, they will have your back. Okay, and that is what he is saying to me. If you need a hot cocoa day, take a hot cocoa day. If you need to shut out the world around you to not pay attention to what's coming, then please do so. Do whatever you need to do, because this is a deep, deep in between like we have never experienced before. And I don't fully understand that either. So we just make space for that. Okay, we're in between. Nothing's wrong. Like nothing is wrong. And it doesn't mean he's saying an astounding, don't think the people who are blocked from you are bad people, because that won't be the case. It's going to be like 99% of people are not going to be able to get into your energy. Okay, because we cannot, it's like a vulnerability you can't cover. Okay, and so they will cover it for you. The next card is healing, and I'm seeing the snake on her finger. That's what's sticking out for me. Now, if you guys were paying attention a while ago, I had to pull a snake out of my solar plexus. Okay, and what this is representing to me is the ultimate power. We are activating the ultimate power. This is power that a normal Joe Schmo, it would blow them to pieces, basically. And that's why, from this moment on, those of the lower energy could not survive here. Okay, so we are activating power on a deep, deep level. Okay, it's like deep healing. And you are going to have to heal from this. And that's why they are going to put you in a bubble for the next 3 days. Okay, because we're tapping into deep, deep healing energies. So he's showing to me, it's kind of like tapping into a Kundalini energy. So what Kundalini energy does is it comes very powerfully, and it takes you out of who you were. You can no longer be that person, right? Because this is magical, powerful, smart, very smart energy. It is smarter than you and I put together. This energy knows what it's doing, so we can't accidentally do something we don't mean to. Okay, so that's another thing they want us to know. But once it's accessed, it causes you to go through deeper healing, whether you knew about it or not. Okay, it just does. It's what it does. Yeah, but it's beautiful. Like, it's that deep healing that you could only dream about. Okay, and so I just want you to hold space for that. Know that these next 3 days of being bubbled is very purposeful. So if you feel like you're not grounding, if you feel like you're not connecting, you are in a very deep, deep in between. Okay, so just hold space for it. All right. And again, this is about potential. So with this card, they are reminding me to be mindful, because this energy is super powerful and you don't want to manifest bad. Okay, so don't go into a negative space of, oh God, we killed people, because we did not kill anybody. We didn't cause anything bad to happen. Okay, like, and so we just got to keep our mind space in the positive. That way we don't hang on to things we don't want to, or bring about things we don't want to. These are things that have never been done before. I can't repeat that enough. Okay, trust me, I feel it to my core. I mean, if you would have saw me bawling my eyes out just a little bit ago, I think you would understand. This stuff is not a joke. Okay. And then of course they had me pull these cards. Communication, co-creation. All right. And that taps into what I just spoke of, is this is energy, very potent energy. So they're showing me to think of it like almost like a magical creature that was housed and caged for so long, and all it could do was grow, and all it could do was get more powerful, and all it could do was get more powerful. And then the day it was unleashed, and I get a lot of chills talking about this, so this is a very accurate description. Okay, the day it was unleashed, it was like boom, right? Like free, it goes everywhere. It's super, super powerful until it integrates. Okay, once it integrates into the earth, it won't be as extremely sensitive. So it is super important to watch your headspace and don't think anything's wrong with you. You are being blocked for the next 3 days. Okay, so you won't be able to feel like you're connecting, even though you are. You're protected. You're absolutely safe and protected. It's purposeful. Okay, but that's what's going on. Is you are going to be dancing in energies of other worlds. Basically, I don't know how else to explain that. Does that make sense to you guys? Do you guys understand that the best that we can? It's just really heavy, 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 powerful, powerful, potent energies. You'll know what I mean, and you're going to be glad when it's all over you were blocked. Trust me. Then we have the sound of the universe. All right. And so with this goes right with what I just said. Okay, these are very powerful. Every realm energy you could possibly imagine is going to be present here on Earth right now. And that's what we're tapping into. It's just like we all talk about people are all connected, so are the planets, so are the universes. And we are talking multiple universes here. So aliens galore. They're in our oceans, by the way. I can see them. They do have things in our oceans. I can see them as I'm talking to you guys right now. So that's that. They've already been here. I truly feel that. I truly can see it, and I'm tingling as I say it. And so there's a reason this is coming up, because as we're tapping into this energy, it's everybody's energy. Okay, so there's going to be some here we don't understand. which is also why we're being protected, because even I won't understand it all. Okay. So just keep that in mind for the next 3 days. If you feel like something's wrong, I'm not connecting, nope, you're fine. Just sit with it, do a hot cocoa day, sit by your, whatever you want to do that makes you feel comforted. Because what they want to remind you is, instead of going to something's wrong, know that you're being protected by the Galactic Council. You are being protected by the highest energies possible, because this is no joke. And that's what's coming through. So just hold space for that. I know I don't even understand it all, okay? And so when I could feel like, what does this mean? I don't fully know myself, but we'll just take everything at a minimal for what we do understand and let the rest make sense as it's supposed to, is what they're saying. Okay, because I feel like after today, it's not like we're going to be waiting a month to see things occur, okay? And so just hold space and just protect yourself. Because now I'm going to tell you what Ashtar said. Right as I was coming on, it was and he threw up all over my papers. So I'll do the best that I can reading these. And then I'm going to calm the energy, playing my music bowls, call in our energy, set the tone, and let them go, okay? And I don't know what all that means. I do know we're going deep into the earth. We've already began activating the Earth's Merkaba, which is presenting as golden triangles. Golden. These are very beautiful golden triangles. I thought it was just a pyramid, but it's the Earth's Merkaba. After we do that, we are calling on the energies of Indonesia, the pyramids there, the pyramids in Budapest, there is one, and the pyramid in Myanmar. These are the last 3 to activate. All right. As I do that, you guys, like, I can feel it in my core. Like, I can feel it. I want to shut down and I want to run. I want to shut down and I want to run. And this is not bad work, okay? This is just, it's like on a subconscious level, I may know what's coming, but consciously I don't, right? And so just hold space that I'm with you with this, okay? Ashtar is coming forward and he says, gentle words is all that's left. That's all that's left. The tides are already changing. Breathe in, breathe out, let it flow. Do not doubt. Changes are real, already near. Make space and separate. That's part of what I said, isn't it? Part of what I said, bubble up. Do not pay attention. 1 by 1, 2 by 2, we activated. We bring forth. 3 by 3, newness is all I can see. As I say that, I see the last thread being ripped, you guys. There's no more attachment. There's no more attachment. And I don't go. United we stand. United you fall. All for one and one for all. We align these energies, bringing magic forth. I got chills as I said that. Earth is now activated. Merkaba, her Merkaba, is new, aligned, and true. And that is what he said. And as I'm reading it, like, I can't even express to you the energy and the emotions that are there. It's heavy, and I got chills like I've never had before. And all I want to do is cry. Like, it's not bad, but I feel like there is a death in the collective energy, okay? Not one that we weren't aware was coming. Doesn't matter, it still doesn't cut me to my core. It still does. That's who we are. God cries for everybody, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to call the names and the energy forward first, and then just go into opening our heart space, third eye, throat, and crown, and then I will go into the meditation. Okay? All right. Call in the creator of all that is. I ask that this be a safe, 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 safe space, untouchable from any unkind thoughts, energies, or words. We are all activated and cleansed to the highest degree to align us now with these powerful energies. They can only penetrate in good ways, nothing negative. I ask that you allow our bodies, our mind, our spirit, our soul, and all of creation that we are to be treated in such energy of grace and ease and poise and understanding for what we are all going through individually. I ask that you touch the hearts of all of us and our loved ones, and that all we see and experience is peace and joy going through this transition. No doubt, no worry, no fear of any kind will be present in any of our existence. I ask that everything come through with ease and grace through me and be given in the way it is received. I ask that any beings that wish to step forward with us come forward now. Malachi is here. Malachi stepped forward. He has very powerful energies, very biblical sense. He has connected to God in that way. Gabriel is here. Justice will be served. Michael is here. He's helping the earth. So he's helping heal the earth today, activate the earth, and keep us grounded in a way because so the old ways are dying now, right? So we have to learn new. And so he is keeping us attached so we don't have to worry about it, okay? Metatron is stepping forward, and so is Sandalphon. They are going to help the universal energies as well as the core of the earth. We don't want the earth to explode, basically, is what he is telling me. So these are very, very powerful energies coming through her. Ones that were helping to support her house that she's never housed really before. I'm also seeing the energies of the pyramids I have already activated. Fiji is also coming up. I am seeing Fiji. I'm seeing Poseidon step forward. The Pleiadians are also now stepping forward. I call on the energies of Andrea, Jacinth, Pamela, and Amy, and anybody, if at all, who comes forward in this energetic field in the future, which they may not at all. That be protected in every which way, present, and energetically sound. So the Pleiadians are actually already stepping in and doing something to your energy. If they didn't, we would not be able to do this today. So they are, what they're showing me is they're already detaching from any dense energy, okay? Any dense energy that is going to keep you trapped in a small space is being cut from you right now for this workshop, like on a deep, 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 deep level to where some will come back, okay? But for this workshop, they must be taken down to nothingness, to where you are only here and now for your safety. So they're doing this for a physical and energetic level for your safety. And I ask that everything work functionally, be protected completely. There are many beings stepping forward, so just take note. Aphrodite is here. So everybody is stepping forward, your loved ones, ancestors. I do see Tristan stepping forward. There are a lot of our loved ones stepping forward right now. So I'm just letting you know it's like piling in. They're like piling in for this work. It's like over, like, whew. It's a full house. Excuse me. It is a full house, and I'm having to make space energetically for all of that. Whew. All right, so with that, I'm going to light my candles. I'm really being drawn to Thailand, the pyramid in Thailand. So that's the next energy that is coming forward big time out of the pyramids as I light my candle and bring forth the power it houses. This candle is infused with bamboo to help us connect with the earth. I will light my sage. So I don't know why, but I'm going to discuss Thailand a little bit. They want me to. I feel like it's been a while. Thailand's had a little bit of a bumpy ride activating the pyramid there, whatever that means. I'm not there. But Thailand is very dense. There was very dense energy there. It's just very wet and very dense. And I do feel like there was a lot of bloodshed near this pyramid. Okay. And so they are having me call that forward. Again, I don't know. I've never been there. I only see what I see in meditation. But whatever this pyramid is there, it's been a lot of violence housed in front of her. And so I'm just kind of cleansing that space. She has been activated. I have ran the light up through her. But we don't want to mix dark energies with beauty. And so I'm just cleansing those right now and removing them from space. Okay. And I will go ahead and start with a little bit of solar plexus as I do this. Persephone, of course, is present, and I'm going to have her start coming into your guys' energetic space right now, opening you up and removing any blocks that are needed, whatever they may be, necessary to remove today. So you guys can just begin breathing, holding your hands open in receiving mode, feeling into whatever you feel into, and when you're ready, close your eyes and just drop into calmness, okay? Allowing any tension that you feel to be removed with every exhale and bringing in beautiful healing light in through your nose and with every breath you inhale, okay? Michael is bringing your cords down, but he's not taking them to the core of the earth right now. So if they were at the core of the earth, he is redirecting them and he is spreading them out like roots into every part of the earth. So you're more anchored in than you were, just not to her core any longer. So you may feel a shift, you may not. This is on purpose. We do not want to be attached to her core when all this energy is running through. But you are definitely attached to the earth in every way you can be, more than others right now, all over the earth. So just take comfort in that. Take comfort in knowing you are more connected than anybody else on this earth right now to the earth in this moment. I am seeing debris being removed from your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root. So allow it to happen. Whatever you feel, just breathe it through. I'm feeling some pains in my sacral. Just breathe it through. Persephone is coming in to help. I am seeing an energetic triangle form, and they are putting us all in it. It's a beautiful triangle, energetically being formed, almost like our own encasing of a pyramid is what it looks like. Now we are being safely housed here, safely put in this space. I feel the question of our loved ones because some of our loved ones are all over the world and they are telling me they will be safe. And I just got 333, which I keep seeing is a very positive sign right now, and them letting me know they're very much so with us, and this is them coming through. So take note of that as well. So again, I'm being drawn to Fiji now. And I'm seeing the gods all come together and walk out of the water there, just like they did in the workshop for Fiji. They are very much so active there. Poseidon is stepping forward. He is starting to access the light at the core, her Merkaba. So Metatron and Poseidon are coming to her Merkaba. Pleiadians are again stepping forward, and they're doing a little bit more energetic work on you, on your heart space now. They're protecting your heart space to make space for anything coming through today to not affect you in any negative way. And now going into your heart space. The Pleiadians, they're saying that this is a very important space for us today. We will be mostly sitting in our heart space doing this work today. So any debris, any lower energies present are going to be removed now. There is trauma being detached here and setting aside, and you may feel empty, but they want you to know you're not empty. This is purposeful, and everything will go back to the way it was, other than more positive and more healing light present after. This is different. So they are showing me removing your heart chakra from your body in order to do the work that is needed, an upgrade per se. And as they're doing that, there are some things some of us don't want to let go of, and that's okay, but they are detaching them, cutting the cord, but they're right there with you. Do not worry, let it be, and just breathe in more light. It's all beautiful and purposeful. And the only thing this will do is allow you to expand and heal further and protect you as well. So I'm seeing her put energy into your heart space from green to blue to yellow to purple to orange, magenta, metallic, silver. This is all purposeful. They're protecting you on many levels. This is many level protections like never before. Allowing your heart space to expand to where it could be present on any energetic form. You could go anywhere within the galaxy, just as you are now. That's what they're making your body capable of. Not that we are going to, but it's very expansive energetically now. Allow it to be. I'm feeling tension. I'm feeling stress in my solar plexus. Bear with me because they're removing something from mine too. I'm not sure what happened, but they're rebuilding my solar plexus right now. I think I've tried to deny this work. Forgive me. Oh. It does look like she is literally rebuilding my solar plexus. Whatever I did, I tried to prevent this work from happening. I tried to stop this from happening. I just wanted to be normal. And that's no joke. And I spent a little time with that. And I think I did damage, but that's okay. It's being repaired. And so what they're doing to your heart space, they're also now doing to my solar plexus. So whatever you feel, just allow it to keep flowing. If you feel any tension or blockage, breathe light into it. Know Persephone is stepping forward as well and helping you remove it. And just allow it to come out with your exhale of every breath. This energetic triangle that we are sitting in is now starting to activate and light up itself. And it's starting to communicate. So it's almost like you could see through the bottom of it to the core of the earth. Starting to communicate with the core of the earth. As it's doing that, I'm starting to see what would look like ley lines. So energetic connections from the pyramid we are covered in to the other pyramids I've already activated. Brazil, Israel, Thailand, Fiji, Machu Picchu, all lighting up. Whoa, okay, it is like a grid. It is like a grid. Whew. And it looks like geometric. Like the flower of life kind of coming about. The geometric shapes of the flower of life is kind of what it's lighting up to be. There's still a few pieces missing. Indonesia. Okay, that will be the first one. What they're wanting you to do right now is just imagine your energy flowing. Allow your energy to feel like it's flowing down through your body, removing any blockages it feels along the way, going down through your legs and down through your energetic connections, down into the earth, but spreading all over her. So it's not going to the core. They're going to waterways, to mountain ranges. All of her power centers around the world is where your cords are going to. And you're allowing your energy to go down into her. And this will up-level you from today on, they said as well. So pay attention to new insights, new growth, new things that you can try. Just sent, they flipped a light switch for you. Whatever that means, they flipped the switch on. All right. So She is about ending her journey in your heart space, almost like closing off the door. And your heart space is now expansive. Ooh. It is expansive. It is bigger than you. It is expanded outside of you. And it has to be. It will not return to normal. It will always stay bigger. So you expanded your heart space, allowing more light and love in, which is a beautiful thing. And instead of attachment to trauma, they removed the trauma attachment and placed beauty inside your heart space. So instead of having a trauma feeling, it's almost like they're sitting in the center of your heart with beauty and poise and laughter. And it'll be a place you can go to now to have good thoughts instead of the trauma. Detachment from the old and attaching to the new. You're going to start to feel your loved ones easier as well. So you're going to definitely know you're not alone. Making space for that. Okay. Now they're drawing me to the throat. Somebody's got a noose around their neck, very, very, very tight. This is self-induced. This is a way to keep your voice shut up because you never say anything right. Obviously placed in your energetic field outside of yourself. But allow this to come forward. Everything you say is exactly right. And it causes you to grow. And if you kept growing, you'd be bigger than them. That's why they kept you small. You have many things to say, and this time you let them flow. So she's going into your throat and expanding that as well, putting protections around it so it doesn't implode. We are tapping into and accessing powers others cannot handle. And if you didn't do the work you did to get here, you would not be here. Period. So just take note of that. Each step is purposeful. Each step brings you to a higher form of light, which allows you to access higher forms of light. That's where most light workers stop. They don't go too high. They don't like to heal too deep. Ego takes over. You have all surpassed that. Oh, excuse me. Whew, that was a lot of releasing. Oh. So she is now taking your throat outside of your body. It is like I can see you on a surgical table and you are laying there not awake. And she's pulling out your throat chakra and setting it on the table next to you and energetically cleansing it and encasing it with this, it's like this, it's almost like a mucusy energy liquid. That's the best way I could describe it. And it's like this coating that would allow you to travel multiple planets without needing oxygen, basically. It's like a multi-universe protective energy coating. That's the best way I could describe it. It is going to affect you for the next few days, which is also why you're blocked from those that cannot handle your energy. It's okay, it will mellow out, and then you will be able to share it, okay? As you begin healing others, you will help them rise up to what you want. So that's how they will get there. is through us, people like us. Okay? Oh. So just take another deep breath and allow yourself to relax even further. They are also doing this to your root chakra for protection, for connection, for support, and for love, for clarity all around. The ones that it will affect the most, they will protect. It is safe to use our voice, for everybody's gonna need it. They're gonna all be looking for the answers, trust me. And we are gonna be some of the few that have them. There's not a lot of us. We're scattered around, and there's a lot of people who are gonna need us. So just take note. Be open and ready to give what you've received. That is why you're here, for you are ones that would. Oh, oh my. Okay, so she's starting to put your throat spaces back into your body, your throat chakra back into your body. And again, it's bigger than you. It's large on scale. If you tried to function with your chakras like this every day, you wouldn't be able to. So it gives you some perspective for how you're walking out of here today. Your chakras will be large. They will be protected for a reason. But they will go back to normal-ish, functional normal, new normal, so you can help raise everybody else up. Okay. Now we go to third eye. So, since we upgraded our third eye at Fiji, she doesn't have to do as much because as I see our third eyes, they are mostly crystalline. She is still, however, taking the chakra out of your head and protecting it with that coating. While she's doing that, you're being surrounded by more Pleiadians, part of the Galactic Council, part of the transition into what we're doing here. These are very powerful beings. These are beings that not everybody works with. So they're here for this specific journey, for this specific healing, for this specific activation today. Each of you are also getting a symbol. So as they put your third eye back into your head, you will be given a symbol. This symbol represents a piece of you. More than likely the work you're going to be going into. A piece of the puzzle as to who you are as a healer. So just allow yourself to take note, to start to feel, see, or experience what this is for you and what they're giving you. If you don't see it, just allow yourself to feel what they're doing. Feel into what they're giving you now as they're laying this symbol into your third eye on your forehead. I got one as well. Just take note of what it is, how it feels. You don't have to understand it yet. Just take note of what it was or how it feels. If it feels galactic, if it feels expansive, if it feels golden, if it feels magic or insightful, take deep note of how it feels if you don't see it. This is an insight into your purpose, into the new earth. Just sit with it. Just take note. They're also saying if you do not fully understand it yet, you will when you're supposed to. So just allow it to be with you. And we thank them for this beautiful insight, this beautiful gift, this beautiful piece of our magic. Poseidon is running an energetic line deep into the earth right now. It's like this beautiful energetic connection running through the pyramids that I've already activated, going through him and into the earth. And as that's happening, Metatron is taking it into her Merkaba. Her Merkaba, it's like he's doing repairs. It's like he's having to mechanically redo it, basically. It hasn't been accessed, it hasn't been moved in a very, very long time. Very few people even know it exists, apparently. It's almost as if somebody stuck this very long rod through it. Like they pierced it, like almost like the Indians used to shoot arrows at you, right? Like a sphere, they speared it. Knowing what she was, cutting off the power. Because that was the only way they could take over. Okay, so this has to do with Atlantis, that's why. It's like combining the two energies, power source, allowing them to become one. Atlantis was very big. Earth is having to expand. And that's why we have to do it gently so she doesn't explode. So they are gently, I've already activated the top of the Merkaba, but they are gently allowing it to become active, allowing the energy to slowly fill up this Merkaba, expanding the core of the earth. That's why you guys could not be attached to it right now. Nobody's attached to the core of the earth. They cut them all off. Nobody is attached to the core of the earth right now at all. They cannot be. But you guys are redirected and you're still very much so grounded. A few people are. Not everybody was disconnected. There are a few like me who are remaining connected right now. They are protecting your crown chakra as well. It's the last part of the protection, as well as your energy bubble. And every cellular level, they are also protecting you. That way your physical body can match your energetic body and is extremely protected and safe. Otherwise, no, humans cannot step forth in that energy or they will implode. But you're fine. We are all safe. That is why they're making sure nobody's connected to her either. Like nobody can be unless they can house this energy. Till we're done, then it'll be okay. So the pyramid that we are standing in is now complete. It's like a complete pyramid encasing us in it. Protecting us completely. So the outside world could not see what we are doing. They could not penetrate it with their energy or stop the process. I can see what you might call like the 7th dimension right now. Literally, I can see it. I'm walking in it. We are accessing the 7th dimension, and we're bringing the energy down to help coat the earth. I see the beings. I see angels. I see star beings. The council is very much so active right here, right now. I see all my lions stepping forward, and all of your spirit animals as well. So we are also calling forth the energies of all the animals and protecting them. No animals will be adversely affected, no babies, nothing like that. They're all being protected. There is a possibility for some orphans being created, but that's not our fault. It will be okay. I do see San Francisco. I see the bridge. I see the bridge. It's not the main bridge. It is not the main bridge. I repeat, not the main bridge that they always talk about. This is a different bridge. Still one widely used, just not one that is up front and focus. This is the water. I see water coming in here. I see the change in tides coming in here. There is an earthquake. There is an earthquake. So I just put energy here, and we just ask it to be protected and housed and encased in love and light, that the earth can handle the transition just as well as every person that needs to do so can do so. I feel the earth rumbling. I feel her rumbling, and I feel her shifting. I feel her rumbling, and I feel her shifting, and she is moving, and I'm just trying to ride it. So it's almost like I'm surfing on a surfboard, and I feel her rising, and I feel her shift. She's moving. And as that's happening, it's like Metatron is like holding her walls out. He's like trying to give her support as this is happening. It's almost like we're expanding the earth's energetic form, and it's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy thing to do. Indonesia is now being brought forth. I'm standing there. The energy is definitely different. I feel the sun on my face. It's very bright. It's almost like the stones are hot to touch. It's like they're just hot to touch. Almost like when you put a fire out and it's kind of still smoldering. That's how this one is representing to me. It's almost like she went off, she erupted, and she's smoldering. But I know it's a pyramid. But I don't know why. I'm just showing you what I see. And as I place my hand on her, it's very hot. And so I have to cool her first. I have to cool this one down first. As I do that, I do hear battle cries. Like I do hear more wars being waged, more wars being erased. And instead of just sending light through her, this one I'm seeing like a pathway to her starting to light up. It's like stepping stones lighting up one by one, leading up to her. And I'm cooling off her energy as these stones are starting to light up. Boom, and I can hear them like magic. Boom, 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 boom. It's like singing and I get chill. Boom, boom. Budapest is coming in and it's like singing. It's like, Budapest. I don't know how else to describe that. Okay, you guys, so as these are coming up, they're sending light up into you. So you are being connected to the energies of what these bring. Okay, so you're going to eventually understand the new energies on your own as well. All right. It's not like you're going to be completely lost because you are the front line as well. So it's going to be weird, but you're going to understand them sooner than anybody else. They are connecting you to them. They are healing any fears. There's some fear here, right? As we went in, I feel some fear in my throat space, and it's like, oh my God, I've been here before. Get me out, get me out. And so we're just calming that energy, healing the connection to the pyramid. As the path lights up to the pyramid, and Indonesia is just, it's this beautiful, and like the whole bottom lit up. Oh, it lit up. And it's like this gray stone, and it's no longer smoldering hot, and my hand is still on it. And each level is lighting up one by one. Boom, boom, boom. And it is like music. It's like boom, boom, and it gets higher pitched and a lot of chills as we reach the top of this pyramid. And as that one is activated, it shines light straight up. This is the only one that's done that. So it's almost like coming from the core of the earth through the top of her Merkaba. Excuse me. Up through us. It's almost like we're inside of each pyramid. Okay, so that's kind of what they're doing. Is the pyramid we're in is kind of representing each one as we're in them. And it's going through the pyramid, up into the heavens, up into the ethers, up into the outer world. Oh my gosh. And as we did, it's like a signal. They're telling me it's like a signal. I wouldn't be surprised if we see aliens popping up in the world. Just pay attention to that. I wouldn't be surprised after what I just saw. It's like a signal. As we did that, I feel like the top of the earth just went whoop, separate from the bottom. I don't feel like it caused any detrimental issues, but I just ask that it be cased and shrouded in love and light and positive protection. Budapest. I wonder what their music is in Budapest. I hear this very deep. As we go there, it's like this. I can't even explain it. It's beautiful. It's almost like 1,000 monks standing around and going. It's weird. Budapest. So it's not as big, like energetically, it's not as big, but that's on the outside. On the inside, it's showing me like this tiny little pyramid that is about to just go boom. So this one's going to light up from the inside out. Ugh. Excuse me. Okay. Now, as I'm doing that, the ground around it is shaking. I could feel like a rumble, like standing by this triangle. I am now shaking. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm seeing. I see the Galactic Council coming in around this one, and they're helping me. So they're like twisting it. So this one needs to be almost like switched on. Okay, so they're literally standing on each side of this pyramid, and they are starting to push it, and they're turning it clockwise. They're turning it clockwise. That is significant. They are turning it clockwise, and it's moving very slowly, but I could hear them like doing, they're chanting, and they're pushing, and they're pushing it. As they're doing it, I hear like things are breaking. It's almost like somebody turned it off and cemented it there. God. Okay. As we did it. As it aligned, it dropped down. It like dropped down. It activated from the inside out, and energetically it went boom. Sorry. I can't tell you what I'm releasing. I keep hearing Bermuda. Something to do with the Bermuda Triangle. Okay. That was not an easy one. I don't feel. Now they're stepping back. And it is now, you can't touch this. You can't touch this one. It's different. And the light is now coming from below her Merkaba. Her Metatron is activating the bottom half of her Merkaba now. Again, it was like he had to rebuild her Merkaba. He had to mechanically take it from what you would call like the 1200 BC to today's energy. Please give me a moment. I need to adjust. Just sit with it. I'm seeing the eye pop up in my third eye. I am seeing rapid movements within the earth, whatever that means. I don't know. After we did that, I see things moving. It's almost like the earth is shifting in different places. So kind of like in a movie where you would see like pieces going up and down and over and around, and they're like readjusting themselves within the earth, and that's what's happening. And now I'm starting to be drawn towards Myanmar. There's a lot of people around Myanmar. I feel a lot of energy here. I have to adjust myself, forgive me. Myanmar feels way larger in scale, but there's a lot of contamination, so I just need to cleanse the energy there as I get going. It's like picking off debris. It's like almost having to like really cleanse her energy. So like Raphael or Raguel would do. Raphael pour the green light around it. I'm definitely cleansing her energy. I do say her. I feel like they are all hers. And that is significant as well. Everything about the earth is feminine. She is a mother. A mother gives birth. A mother provides life. A mother is the ultimate everything. She is God. She is just like God. This relates to Myanmar somehow. Feminine energy. I'm not sure. I don't know anything about Myanmar very much so. I feel like there's a lot of energy here. There's a lot of talk about this place here. Like they think they know. They think they know things here. And they don't talk about it. I'm not sure what exactly they know. I feel like they've discovered something within this pyramid that they don't really share all over the world. You guys can research that all you want. That's what's being presented to me. I don't know what that means. And so I'm just it's like picking it up and throwing that away, and I'm giving you guys what they want me to give you, so to speak, as I'm cleansing this. And as I'm moving people away from this pyramid, literally having to do that. So this one's going to be lit up from the top down. That's how they're showing me. So the very top of this pyramid is starting to light up gold. And it's going to come down very slowly and peacefully. And that way it doesn't disrupt the world around it. There's a big world around this one. Like highly dense area, like a highly populated space, whatever that means. Before I can do this one, Poseidon is having to draw a line to it. From the one at Fiji to the one through the core of the earth, completely activating the Merkaba, making sure it's spinning clearly. We cannot activate the last pyramid until it is. So I'm going to sit with the earth for a moment, making sure there's no cracks in her is what they're telling me to do, making sure that she has no weak points. Otherwise, it would have been bad. Venezuela came through as a weak point. I don't know what's there. Venezuela, I feel like there is a crack in the ground, and so I'm just going to send light there. I don't know what that means. Venezuela. I am healing Venezuela. I'm putting energy into this crack. It's like a very long, massive crack. I cannot do the work until it's done. Mozambique. I'm going there. Mozambique. There is a, it's like a crack. It's like there's something stuck in there, like something not cool in Mozambique. And so I'm healing that, being prevented any disastrous happening. So we don't want the earth to explode. We don't want volcanoes to erupt. We don't want earthquakes to occur where they are not meant to occur. So take note of that. Mozambique is being healed. Zimbabwe is another one. I feel like I'm putting a band-aid on Zimbabwe. It's going to have further healing occur. I don't know what happened in Zimbabwe. It's very dark. But I'm going to heal it enough to get through, and then more healing will occur. Otherwise, this would be a full session, is what they're telling me. I am drawn to Vietnam. There was a contract there. There was some nasty stuff there. I remove the contract. That way it's to not affect this process. We cannot have mass destruction due to this process. I won't have it. I'm being drawn to the Atlantic Ocean. There's something in the Atlantic Ocean. Deep within. I see a big spaceship in the Atlantic Ocean. Like there's this big, like I could go inside of it. People are in there. I see something down in there. I don't know what it is, and I don't know why I'm there, and I'm not sure what to do with it yet, so let me just sit with it. But it's like lights are on, and there's people moving in there. I can see it, and I don't know if they're people. I don't know what this is. It's in the Atlantic Ocean. Deep in the Atlantic Ocean. I do not see islands around me either way. I'm like deep in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. And for whatever this is, I have to almost raise it up out of its setting, is what they're having me do. I don't know what this is going to do. I don't know of this existence. I'm just going to do it there. So I'm kind of like raising it up. I'm just gently raising it up just enough so it's not affecting the earth. So that when the earth completely shifts into this power, it won't make that thing explode. That's not my job. Where it won't cause a crack in the earth. I'm also being taken to some oil well, and they're stopping it from moving. Some like oil thingy, like it's deep down in there. Whatever this one is, they're just stopping it from moving. This is drawing my energy, you guys. I'm getting like super fatigued. And now I'm going back to Myanmar. Okay. And so I'm seeing you guys sitting in this pyramid. This is your own little pyramid they have created specifically for this purpose. Nothing is going to happen to you or your loved ones in a negative way. It is going to be as if you are removed from the next events occurring. And that is okay. Don't feel guilty for anything. There's no guilt to be had here. That's what they're saying. So as you're in this pyramid, it's really beginning to light up underneath you. Earth's Merkaba is completely activated. I also see Atlantis. So it's like combining into one. It's like bringing Earth and expanding her to fit Atlantis. Atlantis was massively larger. So that makes sense. I never even thought of that. As they're doing that, it's like I am activating her core power to the umpteenth degree. So the Earth's core just went boom, and anything that was attached to her or would have been attached to her would not have made through that one. So the Earth's core just went boom. It completely, I don't want to say blew up because it's still there, but it is no longer what it once was. Let's just put it that way. It is about quadruple the size of what it once was now. So I do feel like the energy on Earth is no longer what it once was. It is now more expansive. We have now risen into 5D. There is no going back. 5D is the limit. Please don't limit yourself there. The minimal energy is 5D. It houses much higher. I am of the highest. Okay? So don't limit anything. Don't get stuck in 5D. Just know that we're all new energy. I see the hand. Do you guys know that hand symbol or the hand and it's got like the writing on the hand? What is that? I'm seeing that now. It's like that hand. It represents like all seeing. It represents psychic connection. Whatever that is, I'm seeing that now. And so that's the symbol being presented for you guys. So I feel like you're just expanding psychically, energetically as a human right now. You are expanding into this higher frequency is what I'm taking that means. The Pleiadians are stepping forward and helping you, and we're all in this triangle, this little pyramid. So I can see it all together. It's like a lot easier. But I feel like they're having to help you right now. So they're having to put more energy around yours. They're having to do a protection. As this energy from the Merkaba rises and as the pyramid at Myanmar only has a few things left to light up. It is almost completely activated. And Poseidon is doing something in the waterways. So he's expanding the energy further. And again, I'm being drawn to the geometric shapes. Like the flower of life. Lighting up through these pyramid grids. It lights up geometric shapes. You guys, I didn't realize that. Like I can see, those circles in the geometric shape that like bring the triangles together. That's what I'm seeing. That's what it's representing. That's what I'm seeing. And as this is happening, they're connecting it to your third eye. And now Myanmar is lit up. And so it's like this poof of energy going from the core through you guys, through your third eye, through Myanmar, through Fiji, through all of them. Through all of them. And the earth just went boom. It literally just went boom and settled in. Straight up and down, completely, is how it looks to me. So where she once was almost side to side, she is now straight up and down. That's how she's presenting to me. Sandalphon is now stepping in and making sure she's in her space and in space and time. So she is not just non-existent. She's not floating off in no man's land. It's as if he is anchoring her into her space. And it is going to be different in astrology now. I don't understand this either. I hear ringing in my ear. Malachi is coming through. Changes in light through space and time, unprecedented, unmentioned, unknown, will be rewritten, will be brought for future. I'm seeing the Akashic records, and they are being written. So it's like the book was blank in the end. So what they're basically showing me is if this wasn't done, the earth would have been no more. You can't. It wouldn't have been able to continue. And they are rewriting it. As I'm sitting here, they are filling in the pages of what we have just done. For others to access, for others to see. You will see it coming through other light workers, different things now related to what you've done. And you will notice, you will see. It's no longer the same earth. It's done. All of the pyramids are lit up, and they're lit up in the flower of life form. It's how I see it. So it's like the circles within the flower of life all pertain to these pyramids, which we have activated through this process. Oh. Whoa, I don't know what that was. The weirdest release ever. They don't want us to move yet. They're holding us in this pyramid, and they're trying to get the energy to settle. It's almost like if they let us walk out of this pyramid, we may go somewhere we don't want to go, type of a thing. Just the energy needs to settle. I brought maximum power through the core of the earth. We expanded the earth. We expanded you. We expanded your family and loved ones. Next is activating the DNA. Please be kind to one another. I hear somebody saying, are we ready? Are we ready? You're ready. They are telling you you're ready. There's nothing you need to be ready for. It's already in you. You were here for this reason. It's done. Everything I'm seeing now. It's like I could see everything as a map now. It was like this started and this has been over the entire year. So it's not an easy task at all. At all. And it will all make sense soon. Every one of us here is still going, huh? What did that mean? Including me. And so they're acknowledging that. And so they're just asking us to hold space, and we will all make sense soon. Period. And nobody outside is going to get it first. You will. Period. It doesn't matter. Because you were here with me today. I'm seeing an eagle come up. And I heard just sent. The eagle is there for you. This is a spirit animal stepping forth for you at this time. Take note of what it means, what it feels. You're going to have new insights, a new way of seeing things, and new magic coming forth. Okay. Remember, don't do anything for a few days. You are nothing but protected. That's all you can be right now. Or it would be dangerous for you to do anything else. So they just won't let you. There's nothing wrong with you. You're fully safe. You're fully connected. You're right where you're supposed to be. You will know when you can do the next thing you can do. Ground again, connect, whatever it is, you'll know. Until then, just be here now. And others are being protected from your energy because you house new energy that's so powerful. You're talking multiple galaxies, energies are like with us right now. And so if they didn't protect us from everybody coming near us, you could accidentally hurt people, period. And so take that for what it is. Know that there's nothing wrong with you, and the protections will be lifted as soon as they need to be. They're also showing me that you're going to still continue. We are going to continue to be in this pyramid energy, this protection energy together. It is. It's like there's no way around that, because we access deep, deep energies. Not everybody could feel, not everybody can access, because energy is just not stable. We are being kept in this beautiful healing energy form we created today until the shift is done, period. So you will feel a connection to each other, but you're going to feel so disconnected from the rest of the world. I'm being drawn to Ashtar's word. Stay separate. Allow it to be separate from you. That is number one message. Allow what's happening now to be separate from you. Know you're here for this reason, and you'll know what to do when it's time to do it otherwise. So what I'm seeing them do now is kind of put an energy bubble around each pyramid. And so there is changes in physical form around them. I feel like there's changes in the earth around them. I just went to Zimbabwe, and I'm just making sure the energy there is safe as well. Whatever it is, the symbol they gave you, they are activating that power within you. So it is a representation of your gifts. It is a representation of what you are going to be doing and what they're calling the new earth, which is now our earth. And so just take note when it is necessary. It will be like a download. Okay, if you don't understand what it means now, it will be like a download when it's necessary. But it is a very key component into your powers. And so just sit with that and allow it to integrate into your system. We're going to anchor it in now. They're also doing an up level to your crystals, which cool, I didn't expect. So they don't have to be with you. Just know, think of them in your energy. We are including all of them in your energetic form in your home. We are going to cleanse them and up level them to match the Atlantean energy and magic that they house. So it's like having to expand your crystals and all of what they can do. All of them, every crystal you have will be expanded and healed and protected and brought forth into the new energies. Now, they are having you take note, each of you, is that when you come across people and you have their crystals pop into your head, do this for them. Ask that they be called in and expanded in the new energies. It's as simple as that, okay? But all of you are going to be drawn to doing that. Like, you all have the ability to do that, and so they're asking you to take note to do that when it's present within you. Just set the intention that they be brought forth into the new energies as well. Because not only are we going to have to help people, we need to bring all their healing tools with them. Take note, Reiki changed, astrology changed, everything will change. Some of us will have the new info coming forward. So they are anchoring us in. And so instead I can't ground you to the core. They're literally anchoring you into the earth and not allowing you to up level, not allowing you to do anything that is going to hurt yourself. Okay. Because it is new. And for the next few days, they don't expect you to do anything other than to integrate. But you cannot cause harm to yourself or to others. You cannot uproot. You are completely rooted. You are completely safe, exactly where you're supposed to be. Detached from what is happening around you outside. That's the most important thing to do. They're pointing to me as well. So I'll do my best to do so. They're also letting me know that if things do occur, know that we hear each other. So there's like new forms of communication between us, especially while we're in this energy, right? Especially while we're still connected in this pyramid, especially while we're still in this bubble of protection they've provided, is that we can hear each other. So just know that you're not alone. Know that if you need support, feel it in your heart and know that we're all here with you, because we can feel it. And that's what's up for the next few until we're all allowed to roam free, basically, is what they're telling me. I know it doesn't fully make sense to me either, but we go with it because it will. I have at the very least learned to not doubt what comes through anymore. So take note of that. Whew. That was good timing. So I'm just allowing them to anchor in all that we have done, to anchor in the pyramid's energies and protecting them, because I feel like we're going to see things coming around about them. I don't know, but they are definitely not what they used to be. That's all I can say. And so they are making sure they're safe, making sure they're not affected in a negative way, and making sure nobody can go up and hurt themselves on them or anything like that as well. For whatever they are, right? We don't want anybody messing with them in the wrong way. And so they're just simply protected. It's all safe energy, beautiful light, simply protected, and so are we. And you will be more sensitive to the earth, is what they're also telling me, which is why it's important to remain separated mentally from what's going on the outside. You're gonna feel it anyways. Again, we have each other. So we're the only ones who are really going to know what happened, right? We're the only ones who are really going to understand what's happening to us or people around us. And so just take note again, this is a very small group that this is happening through, and you're going to see it through light workers. So it's not like we're going to be alone, okay? But it's almost like the first person to wake up on the earth that has, nobody else has any idea what's going on. It's going to be a little foreign. So just sit with it for a moment, okay, until it expands outward. Took me 2 years to tell everybody who I was without it affecting the energy. So that's what they're saying, okay? So just sit with everything for a moment, and in time you'll be able to go, blah, 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 blah. Look what we do, oh my God! And then people will be able to receive. Gabriel is stepping forward, the angel of justice. True justice is being served, not human justice. Human justice continues hurting. God's justice does not. So keep that in mind. There was negative put with the word justice, and so he is trying to remove that from existence. Justice does not mean causing anybody the same pain you have felt. Justice means simply bringing them into the light. And if they refuse, they cannot be here anymore. period. It was all their choice. That is true justice. That's why God gave many people many chances. Are you sure this is what you want? Are you sure this is what you want? Are you sure this is what you want? I feel like he gave enough chances and there's no more room for any more. What's done is done. Ashtar did the whole, my hands are done. My part is done. All right. You are being encased again in your own little bubbles. So you're protected more than you've ever been before. Nothing can get in to cause harm. Nothing can be released to cause harm. Do not think you did anything wrong. Again, he's reiterating that. You are right where you're supposed to be. Just rest until it's done. There should be no, oh, I'm going to start this today going on, because they're not going to give that to you right now. For the next few, it's literally about cocooning and only loving and supporting self and your loved ones. You guys, this is weird. So what they just did is they put it in a secret space. So other light workers cannot access the work we just did right now. Not yet. They will be. Like I'm talking about the highest light workers who can penetrate everything that's going on in the collective. We are being protected in such a way it's like shoved in a little pocket and nobody's going to know until the negative is gone. Okay? Then you're going to see it come up, and all these light workers are going to be coming off of that and healing people through that. And they're going to know what I did. They're going to see it that way. So you're going to hear it coming out of strangers' mouths eventually, and you're going to know you took part in that. But it won't be yet. So they're being protected from it as well, because they wouldn't be able to handle it yet. Okay? But they will. In like no time at all. So it's not like months, right? You were talking days now. To them, it's like a blink of an eye. That's how they can describe it, right? What is time? To them, it's like a blink of an eye. To us, it's like hours upon hours upon hours, maybe days. Be very careful with what you put in your system. That is the only thing they're really asking, okay? No alcohol, no substances for all of us. This goes for all of us. So I will repeat, no alcohol, no substances, or you could get sick. Just for a few days, okay? While we are being shrouded in this protection, you will get sick otherwise. It's like the energy does not match that vibration, and it will cause you to feel horrible. Okay, so just a few days. And take note, because I feel like my vibration just went to a different place. Like I don't feel like I'm the same person. So just make space for that as well. There were a few more contracts that they were throwing into this energy portal in the middle, and they're like disintegrating as they do that. I don't know what they're related to. I'm just taking note that it was done today. So there's like no more negative connotations left. The old earth is gone. There is no such thing anymore. Now they're showing me we are in between. So I feel like there's nothing I can tell you to do anytime soon. We can't house into the new energies yet until the old ones are gone. They're no longer attached. So you are literally in an in-between like you've never experienced before. Period. It will feel like a void. Okay, that's the best way. It's a void. A deep, deep, deep protected void. And they're attributing it, the way they're describing it is like God just gave this important person a piece of information. And if they let that get out in any way, it'll taint it. And so that person is like, almost like in football, how they're holding this very important piece and they've got to get through the crowd to the other end before they can allow the piece to be seen. Okay. And that's really what it's about. It's like you protect it with all you've got. And that's all you need to do right now. This is a gift. Period. It's a gift. Treat it as such. All right. So I am starting to pull you back into yourselves, and it is weird. It is different. It's like pulling you back into a new version of you is kind of how it looks to me. But that's what we're doing. We're pulling you back in, making sure you're back into your body. It is a new body, right? It's very protected. It's a very detached feeling, and that's okay. Just let it be. Just do your best to integrate. Remember, you're protected. You're right where you're supposed to be. Nobody's going to understand. I get that, except us. And that's okay. Just keep your thoughts positive and on the final outcome. Okay? What is the final outcome? We're all raised in love and light. We're all happy. Everybody's safe, right? That's the final outcome. All exposures are done. This virus is gone. Okay? I'm being shown a halo over Earth. All right? It's like Earth is now an angel. That's what they're it's no longer that dense. Earth is a very beautiful gift of light now. Okay? It's a higher light. Period. It's a higher vibrational planet now. Never been done before. As they're putting you back in your body, they're lighting up your heart space and they are filling it with the most unconditional love and light just to support you and to make you feel like you're floating on a cloud of beautiful love and support as we transition. Okay? Stay in it together. Reach out to each other, raise each other's vibration right now is the best thing we can do. What they are showing me is if people already start to come up to you going, what is going on? Just imagine a bubble going around them. That's what they're asking you to do, every one of you. Imagine a bubble going around your loved ones and people who are reaching out for support or wondering what's going on, needing support, that kind of thing. Just literally put a bubble around them of protection, of light, and it will help them as well. It is hard to understand. I'm also seeing a baby in a womb, and that's how they're attributing us right now. It's like we are growing in a womb and we need to be protected. That's how Earth is right now. That's how we are being represented right now. It's like we're being nurtured in the womb. We need to grow a little bit more, and then we will be born. Okay? But there's no more, so there's no more old world. It's like your soul just came down into the womb, and now you're just being protected to be born. But you don't remember anything else. That's basically what they're showing me now. Whatever that means. the beings are still going to be present. So every time I end one, they all go away. They're not going anywhere. They're still staying around us. They're still staying very, very much so present amongst the earth right now. So just take note of that. We cannot fully close out this bubble because it's what's keeping us safe. Okay. So I cannot close it out completely. I will leave it open. When they give me the nudge or whatever it will be, it'll be easy for me to close it out and just detach us, and I will do it then. I don't know if we'll all need to be present. If so, I'll just send you an email and let you know what I did. Okay. But until then, we're keeping this open and very much so protected. So that is also why you will feel each other tenfold. Okay. And now they're telling me the rest they get to do. I've done my part. Other than activating the DNA and bringing forth the newness and what we get to do next. I feel like Poseidon is now taking it over. As far as whatever else needs to be done on the earth, I've done my part. So I'm just taking note of that as well. That's good to hear. I always felt like I missed something. So they will have me tell you what I saw. So my symbol was a triangle. It was very much so yellow with a red snake in the middle. Part of my job is to give power to, shut power down, and awaken people. So I will help awaken people. I will help them ignite their power in their soul and know who they are. And that is part of who I am as my mission going forward. And so I'm just showing you what I saw and what it feels to me. It might help you decipher yours. I'm back in me now completely. Whenever you guys are ready, you come to and open your eyes. I can't undo this one, so you will stay in this energy. Has to. And I was right, it was 2 hours. Almost exactly. I feel like I'm in a cloud. My head is tingling like crazy. I don't know how to express to you how I feel. So just know you could feel about 1,000 ways right now.